So this picture was from before, when I had to stay home because of the coronavirus and lockdown. When it started and we all had to stay home, I felt quite depressed. I was worried about everything. But I realised that we had to, and my friend Roxy said, why don't we look after my mum's dog? So we'd go and get the harness on and the lead, and then we'd get our coats on, and then we'd walk out and meet at the park. And walking round and round and round for about 15 minutes, I would calm down and I would feel better. Of course, we had to use masks, yes. I'll never forget that we really had to start using masks because of the coronavirus numbers increasing by so much. So that's why we started to use masks. So we'd walk round, come back home, take everything off, take the masks off and put them away. And then I'd go and watch TV with my mum, just to relax, really. We'd watch films, comedies, we'd look at videos, and we found it relaxing. But then I'd think, I need to go upstairs. And of course, I'd go in my bedroom and play PS4 with WWE 20K and 2019, or similar games, but mostly WWE 20K 20. So I play that by myself, and when that was finished, I would use my Xbox One and again play against myself, and I did Sonic Racing Car. And as I played the game, I'd get good speed, and if I won, I'd feel really happy. But I was still bored, so my mum said, why don't we go out for a walk? So we got the bus. Again, of course, we had to use our masks, and we arrived on a holiday area, and there's lots of water there, and we were able to see the ducks coming in onto land on the water, and we saw the white ducks sitting there in the water and the swans going by. Yeah, I liked that. So that's my picture finished. Here's my picture of lockdown with the window and me pulling the blind down. And, this is really what I did. I'd pull my blind down and look at people in the street, but there was nobody there. There were only a few cars. You might see one person just walking past. All the windows and doors were shut, and you couldn't visit family. You couldn't see them face to face. So it was a sad time, a really sad time. Thank you. Hello. So back in 2020 in March, that's when I first heard about coronavirus, and I was sceptical, really, a bit suspicious. I just thought maybe people were making it up. Was it real? And then I looked out of the window and I saw no one was going out. Everyone was at home. It was dead quiet. And I felt like it was so strange. It felt like a dream. Was my life real? I always talk to friends, but they were really busy sorting out their private life, their children. I live on my own, so I felt really cut off. I didn't see anyone. I felt emotional and sad, lonely, lost, confused. As time went on, I started even feeling angry and stressed. It was awful. I was overwhelmed, really. I'd look at the news and I started piecing everything together. And I realised that it was a real world crisis, similar to the Second World War, really, a real deal. We couldn't go out, we couldn't go on the train. People had to work from home. Really, it's difficult to explain. It was just like it wasn't real. That's how I feel. Hi, I've created a self-portrait. And it's linked to lockdown from last March 2020, the first lockdown. Everyone stayed home. And really, the atmosphere was so weird because there was just no one about, nobody there. Everyone was staying home. And that made a big impact on me. Well, on everyone really, but including me. So I've created this self-portrait linked to my journey here. You know, coronavirus has been a real roller coaster of emotions. They've been up and down through these last 18 months. So have a look at my picture. This is linked to both the negative and the positive things that happened in these 18 months. First of all, of course, I have to include fear. You know, we were all thinking, what's going on? We weren't sure how it was going to pan out. So these two have had a big impact on me. But, you know, during lockdown, we were at home more and it allowed me time to self-reflect. And also more time with my family. I felt our love and support together. So that was a positive experience for me. And in lockdown, staying home and having time to self-reflect, I realised I was trying to change the negative into the positive. It wasn't easy. It still was a difficult time, but that helped me. So when I had a negative experience, I would try and find a way to use that and change it into a positive experience. For example, lockdown meant we were stuck at home and we weren't allowed to go out. But of course, we could go out to get our fresh air in nature, in the woods, and have a short break. So things like that helped my mind and my well-being. I could also see people being really busy supporting one another, and I felt really inspired. I felt that that's inspired our community to support each other more. So lockdown, you know, being at home was more peaceful. I felt more relaxed. I wasn't so busy. The everyday routine of work had calmed down. And also I included courage because, you know, there was so many people giving their views and their comments about the situation. It made me feel a bit anxious and I didn't really know what to believe. So I felt I needed courage to carry on to the new normal. So all of these things I included, I feel, represent the power of living. And that's why I included the fist. So stay safe, everybody, and take care. Bye.